All right, before we get started, just want to say my apologies for the way I sound. I'm currently sick, but there's not much I can do about that, so we're just going to have to work through that here. Voice is just going to sound a little funny, but yeah. So today we're going to be talking about an update to a previous video I had, and that is about the wildest building under construction in New York City right now, and that is the Torch, 740 8th Avenue in New York City. So this is a building 1,067 feet tall that is going 52 stories that is going to have a drop tower inside of it, observation decks on it, open air areas near the top, a hotel in it, and about 875,000 square feet of space. So this is a very wild building. We've talked about it before. If you've seen it, you know what's going on here. But we have a little bit of an update on it, so that's why I wanted to talk about it, and that is that work on this has stalled. Now, I'm not going to lie, not too unexpected. I mean, this is a pretty wild building. I mean, I couldn't believe it was actually under construction. I mean, you can look at the renderings here. And again, in that spire, or not that spire, the thin area in the middle is a drop tower. I believe it's like it's like a big drop tower too. It's like, yeah, a few hundred feet taller or something like that inside of the building. So, you know, this is obviously a pretty wild project. It's a tourist tower, basically a amusement park tower sort of thing. It does also have other stuff in it. It has an 825 room hotel, and I don't know actually what the rest of the space is used for at the base. I would assume maybe stuff, I don't even know, to be honest, if it would be office or residential or what you would have going on down there. But we can take a look at a few of the renderings here if you guys haven't seen this before. But yeah, so this it has stalled. So there had been construction starting back in around March or so. There had been construction on the foundation of this building, and that a little bit more of that had progressed, and then work has been stalled. All of the construction equipment has been moved off the site currently, so there's no construction equipment there. There's just the open foundation with, you know, the foundation and retaining walls, stuff like that, walls to the basement, that sort of thing. So all of it is still underground construction right now. They have not yet started vertical construction, but that has stalled out, and there has been no reason stated why. If it's an issue with funding, if it's an issue with just, I don't even know, not wanting to build the building anymore, you know, we'll have to see. So I'll post another update video if construction restarts, it gets redesigned, it gets you know, whatever happens with the building, I will post another video about, because I just think this is a very interesting building. It's one of the ones I kind of want to keep an eye on, because this is a pretty wild project. You know, it's a pretty wild project with a lot of you know, a lot of pretty wild stuff going on in it. So I think it's a pretty good one to keep an eye on. So you can look at a few of the renderings here. I actually want this to be built. I'm going to be honest. It looks pretty cool. It would probably be a lot of fun to go to next time, you know, I'm in New York or something like that. And the drop tower is 300 feet tall, by the way. Sorry about that. I forgot to say the height of that drop tower. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. The timeline was slated for an opening in 2027. Obviously, that probably won't happen now, so we'll see what happens with any updates to the timeline. You know, if it's going to be just later, if they're just delaying it, or if it's actually on hold indefinitely, or anything like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.